what's up? It's DJ. Here's your Farm Sim news for Friday, November 14th. Agritono's released the first images of their newest mod, the Silverado. Now, we've already got the 3500 and the 6500 in game, but this one's more along the lines of a 1500, something like that, shown as the Chevrolet version. However, the Chevy logo will be removed for the final version on ModHub, at least for the crossplay version. There could also be a version for PC that is branded like their 6500, but we don't know that for sure. I'll keep you posted. HR Forest are currently working on their version number 3 of the Volvo FH16 pack, and they're looking for any requests or suggestions that you may have for the update. Currently, it is sitting at version number 2 on the ModHub, and they will not be doing a hook lift or tipper version, nothing like that, only the semi-truck itself. However, they do tend to create attachments for the back of the semi-trucks, so that's where you'll find stuff like that. However, there's still lots of room to grow with these trucks, so you can check them out, link below, and let them know what you think. For the first time since April of 2024, we've got an update on the John Deere 8020 mod. Yes, that one that was announced in January 2023. That's the one. Progress had not only been slow, but was completely halted for over a year. On the outside, it doesn't look like much progress has been made since. However, the modders, which are Mad Bear Modding and Shaban Modding, say that the model is only missing a few things and then it will be done. Of course, there's still no textures and it still needs to be in-game, so there's plenty of things left to do. However, they are hoping to have it done soon. However, with a project that is nearly 2 years old, I'm not sure how much longer soon will be. Nonetheless, I appreciate that they're still working on it and still updating us on the progress. Blue Algon Modding reports that they have been unable to mod recently. However, they will be making a return in February next year, so February 2026, with their first mod being the Deutz D’06 series. It's been so popular from not only FS22, but also back in FS19. So far, they've got 4 awesome tractor mods in Farm Sim 25, and I cannot wait to see what their catalog is like once they expand. Chris and Riley S. went live yesterday morning showcasing their upcoming Pallet Autoload, which will be for all platforms on the ModHub. Yes, we will have Pallet Autoload for consoles. The pack's going to have 3 trailers. We got the FarmTech EDK650, Lizard CR504 container trailer, and the Chrome Profile Liner. They'll be able to pretty much hold anything with multiple capacities. Of course, we've got to have some Unreal capacities in there from the creators of the Colossus. You also will not have to hit the load button multiple times, but you'll only be able to unload pallets out of the back. If you do it on the side, they'll just load back in again. You can also unload pallets directly or dump them at sell points like a tipper, and you can hold multiple different types of products at the same time as well. The mod's already gone back and forth with Giants a few times since the end of September. Hopefully, won't be too long now. Let's Be Havin' Moo, creator of the Log Autoload trailer that was recently released, also has a Pallet Autoload trailer. Unlike the one from Chris and Riley, this one will actually show the pallets as they are, and we'll have multiple different products at the same time. So there's not only one, but we actually have 2 Pallet Autoload mods happening around the same time. Like, Christmas is definitely here early. Moo also stated that if you're having any issues with their Log Autoload trailers, it's likely due to a conflict with their Pallet Add-on mod or the Wood Storing mod, as both of those change the pallets, which aren't the right size for this trailer to autoload. I will say that I don't have either of those mods installed in my game, and the Wood Autoload is working perfectly fine. Agrar's Design Austria are working on some more rear folding mowers from Pottinger in their NovaDisc line. We'll get the 730, which is 7.3 meters, the 810 at 8.1, and the 900, which is 9 meters. These are the predecessors to the NovaDisc line that we had in Farming Simulator 19, so they predate those. And we've got a lot of smaller mods from ADA recently, both single rears and front mowers. And now it's nice to see some larger working widths being offered for rear mowers. No front mowers were actually shown with this lineup. However, they should work great with either the Pottinger Nova Alpen Pack or their Pottinger Cat Pack. Icus Fan Modding's looking for some suggestions from you concerning the concrete pad around the upcoming BarnDom mod. Now, do you like this, the full pad that's all the way around the building? Or do you prefer a smaller pad at the front of the house with the garage area getting some like little small ramps? I definitely prefer the smaller ramps so I can actually like mod the way that I want to and do things in game, but what do you think? You can hit up Icus at the link below and let him know. Ticked Up 77 is showing great progress on their upcoming Strasburg, Pennsylvania update, including some new road textures, which are looking super fly, and a new crop calendar with some things moved around like the planting season for barley and wheat, in addition to a new crop, alfalfa. He's also got the train tracks laid down and is working on traffic right now. With all of these changes, a new save game is definitely going to be required, so be ready for that once it's here. Black Sheep Modding have posted some more screenshots and information about their new map, the Pichonnière Valley. This week we get to see the main farm called the Pichonnière Farm. It's been faithfully recreated from the real-life location, as that is the center of this massive project. Every building and detail has been modeled to reflect the atmosphere of the farm, allowing players to feel like they're actually there. Now, this was update number 6 that we got today. With previous updates including the PDA, we've got some other farms, landscapes, the New Holland dealership, and of course, the initial announcement itself. The map has been going through internal testing for a couple of weeks now with BSM, and I would assume they're still doing those testings now. This phase can sometimes take a little while, so please be patient. The map will be for all platforms once it is released on the Mod Hub, which I expect to be sometime probably in early 2026. However, anything earlier than that is just a bonus. And lastly today, Oxygen David showcases one of the smaller farms on his Witcombe Park farm map, Meadow Lane Farm. Now, this is primarily an arable farm with lots of storage, multiple silos, and access to the main road network on the map. And just like the other farms on the map, it was also thoughtfully designed with great care and attention given to the layout and functionality, so that way it's fun and interesting to play in the game. Oxygen David maps are some of the most detailed maps that we have ever seen in Farming Simulator over the years, setting a higher and higher benchmark every time he releases a new map, and I imagine this will be no different. And this segue to the outro will be no different either, too, as well. Likewise, on top of that, that's too many additive adverbs for one video. If you'd like to see anything more about the mods, modders, or anything else we talked about today, links to everything can be found in the description. Remember, there are no release dates for mods, so no one knows when anything's going to be released. And if you like the video, you can check out the Farm Sim News playlist for all the latest news and top stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like on it. Get subscribed if you're new. Enjoy the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. Hope you have an awesome Friday. Have a great weekend. We will see you Monday. Peace. Hey DJ, what's that awesome hoodie you're wearing? This is some merch from Stevio2175. He makes Forza videos and I love his stuff, so I got his hoodie. If you like Forza too, check him out.